YouTuber Asmongold didn't mince words when it came to Disney's risky bet with the Snow White remake, calling it out with sharp criticism. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. Mirror, mirror on the wall. What's the boldest gamble of them all? As Disney dives in with full force into the live-action trend, their upcoming remake of the iconic Snow White story has become quite the talk of the town. With a hefty $213 million budget, you might wonder if there's more than just magic at play here. Gal Gadot and Rachel Zegler might not be thrilled with what popular gaming streamer Asmongold has to say about this ambitious project. He sees Disney's venture as more of a shrewd strategy to preserve their control over the beloved tale rather than a bid to win the hearts of audiences. Well, Disney seems to have put all its chips on the table for the live-action remake of Snow White. Instead of a smooth ride, it seems the company is in for a bumpy ride that might just cost them a kingdom. Unless, of course, the film works its charm at the box office. When it comes to Disney's remakes, bigger is always better, or so it seems. As of the latest financial filings, the Snow White remake has already consumed $269.4 million, far exceeding its initial budget via Forbes. But wait, the UK government has chipped in a hefty £44.9 million, $55.5 million, through Hidden Heart Productions, reducing Disney's direct spending on the movie to $213.9 million. A tidy little sum, right? Well, Disney hopes so, but the road ahead is anything but certain. The cast is certainly making headlines with a fresh spin on the classic tale. Rachel Zegler takes the lead as Snow White, bringing her charm to the iconic role, while Gal Gadot sinks her teeth into the role of the evil queen, obsessed with staying the fairest of them all. Andrew Burnett plays Jonathan, and Martin Kleba gives Grumpy a whole new edge. Patrick Page steps into the voice of the magic mirror. Well, Disney's Snow White remake faces growing criticism, with Gadot's acting being called into question, while Zegler continues to face backlash over past comments. If you think Disney's getting off easy, think again. Asmongold, the popular gaming streamer, has some strong thoughts about Snow White. His commentary on the remake is far from glowing, and it might not sit well with stars like Gal Gadot or Rachel Zegler. He quipped, poking fun at the movie's potential lack of appeal to certain audiences via YouTube. I just feel bad for all the guys who are going to have to take their girlfriends to watch this. The reason why I think it's stupid is because it implies that they don't have their own agency. They can't decide whether this is a good decision for them or not. It's so stupid. So, what's his take? Asmongold suggests that Disney's Snow White remake may not be about making a beloved fairy tale for new generations. Instead, he argues that it could be part of a strategy to protect the intellectual property itself. I know who these movies are for. They're for the Copyright Office at Disney to make sure that they uphold the copyright of Snow White so it doesn't go into the public realm like Mickey Mouse did. It's an interesting theory. As Asmongold pointed out, Disney's endless stream of remakes might be about more than just reviving old favorites. The company could be working overtime to prevent Snow White from becoming a public domain property. That could be why Disney is willing to go all in, spending hundreds of millions to maintain exclusive rights to the story. If that's the case, it's a smart business move, but may not be the most fan-centric strategy. At the end of the day, Disney is betting big on Snow White to deliver results. Will the remake enchant audiences enough to justify its extravagant costs? Or will Disney's gamble become another cautionary tale in the age of reboots? As Snow White readies itself for Rachel release, Zegler as Snow White is getting to slammed for her past comments, while Gal Gadot's acting is, well, let's just say it's not winning any Oscars. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. Snow White has always been a tale wrapped in magic, wonder, and a sprinkle of timeless innocence. But in 2025, it seems the beloved princess is stepping out of her fairy tale world and into the harsh spotlight of modern controversy. Disney's live-action remake is supposed to reignite nostalgia, but instead, it's caught in a whirlwind of mixed reactions and unexpected backlashes. The problem? Snow White's 2025 remake, directed by Mark Webb, isn't just taking on the legacy of the 1937 classic. It's stirring up something much bigger. The controversy surrounding the casting choices has cast a shadow over the film before it even hit theaters. Rachel Zegler, cast as Snow White, is currently at the center of a storm she never saw coming. The young actress, known for her breakout role in West Side Story, has become the focal point of hatred for the film, with many criticizing her for her past comments on Donald Trump's re-election. And while critics are busy targeting Zegler, another figure in the film, Gal Gadot, playing the infamous Evil Queen, has also found herself under fire for her acting. In the age of social media, it's hard to say anything without it being dissected, shared, and scrutinized, especially when you're a public figure. Rachel Zegler, the 23-year-old Golden Globe winner, is no stranger to this. Her opinions have made headlines multiple times, but none more so than her comments after Donald Trump's re-election. Her outspoken posts via Variety, including a fiery F***CK Donald Trump, sparked a storm that turned her into a target for right-wing criticism. But what happens when someone realizes they've taken things too far? In a heartfelt apology on Instagram story, Zegler owned up to her words. "Hi everyone, I would like to sincerely apologize for the election post I shared on my Instagram last week. I let my emotions get the best of me. It's not the easiest thing to do, especially when you're under a microscope, but Zegler took responsibility, admitting that anger and hatred only fuel further division." She added, "Hatred and anger have caused us to move further and further away from peace and understanding, and I am sorry I contributed to the negative discourse." Her apology came after a social media post following the election, where she expressed her shock and frustration over what she saw as a deep, deep sickness in America, referencing Trump supporters. The intensity of her words quickly caught the attention of conservative figures like Megyn Kelly, who did not mince words, calling for Zegler's removal from Disney's upcoming Snow White remake. "Hello, Disney. You're going to have to redo your film again, because this woman is a pig," Kelly declared. Despite her heartfelt apology, Zegler continues to face a storm of criticism, with critics refusing to let bygones be bygones and holding on to her past comments. Rachel Zegler's apology for her controversial comments following Donald Trump's re-election may have seemed like a step toward reconciliation, but for many, it feels like adding fuel to a fire that refuses to burn out. And with the 2025 Snow White live-action remake coming to the big screen, the drama surrounding her has only intensified. Fans have locked onto her comments like a pit bull with a bone. But while Zegler is taking all the heat for her words, her Snow White co-star, Gal Gadot, is not exactly escaping unscathed either. In fact, many fans are raising their eyebrows at Gadot's performance in the movie before it's even hit theaters, claiming she simply can't act her way out of a paper bag. And then there's the fact that this whole mess is happening just as Snow White inches closer to its March 2025 release date. The latest trailer for the movie has only fueled the fire, as it continues to highlight the very issues that are dogging both Zegler and Gadot.